What's going on, everybody? Vinny here with Kelly T's Black Metal Reviews. This week I had the pleasure and privilege to check out Earth Rot's brand new album entitled Black Tides of Obscurity. A little bit about Earth Rot. They're from Perth, Western Australia. They started off early with a grindcore sound before transitioning into black and death metal in the year 2013. So members are ex-Advent Sorrow, ex-Xenobiotic, two killer bands. In 2014, Earth Rot released the Dirt EP, followed closely by the Follow the Black Smoke full-length. 2016 saw Chthonian Virtues EP. 2017, they dropped another full-length entitled Renaissantia. And then this year we have the Black Tides of Obscurity. So I'm going to jump right into this record. Track 1 was called Dread Rebirth, opening with a sinister 1950s bright reverbatone guitar. It gave way to a melodic ripping and tearing, and a very elegant breakdown with an ambience David Lynch would appreciate. This song in its entirety is a Dread Rebirth. Track 2 is entitled New Horns. Flesh-ripping and brutal, New Horns is the descent into madness all great black metal albums should have. Track 3, Towards a Godless Shrine, opening with a great quote regarding consciousness theory. This track lends way to the emanation of pure 90s metal, death metal precisely. Chuck would be proud. Track 4 was Unparalleled Gateways to Higher Obliteration, tapering into a symphonic prelude. This track simply slammed forward, an assault on your senses. This is brutality at its most concise. Track 5 was Ancestral Vengeance, sirens signaling the end to come and screams to our fallen. This is kind of like how the Klingons scream after one of them dies. They stare into the heavens and let out that horrible guttural scream. So this was a really cool track. The song plays as an ode to death and unrelenting time. Track 6 is The Cape of Storms, more of that classic 90s sound with a blackened Earth Rot twist. These guys are experts at beautiful, chaotic soundscapes. A storm to come, the Cape of Storms definitely rang true to the title. Next track 7 is Serpent's Ocean. True fucking black metal. This track rips from start to finish. Track 8 is entitled Mind Killer. Grinding and shredding, this is another namesake track, almost New York hardcore at points. Track 9 is Unraveling Vapor of Sanity, more of a crusty punk vibe, something Fenriz would really dig. It was still very true to the black metal nature, though, in its entirety. It was precise and damaging. This is definitely like Dark Throne fan music all day on this track. And finally, we have track 10. It's entitled Out in the Cold. So that awesome 1950s blues sound returns in haunting fashion. I mean, you've got to hear this to appreciate it. It's very Nick Cave meets Godsmack at De Mysterious Dome Satanas Park. I mean, this shit was fucking awesome. So, you know, I loved this record again, man. I haven't heard anything I really don't enjoy in a long time. All the music out there is just killer right now, and Earth Rot is definitely one of those bands that you should be checking out right away. So, horns up to them. That's what I got this week, guys. Kelly T's Black Metal Reviews. I'm Vinny. Do the YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram. Follow us. Conversate with us. Add us as friends. Do whatever you got to do to make yourself feel comfortable. Because that's all that matters in these troubling times. Rock and fucking roll and black fucking metal.